Motherhood is one of the most rewarding but yet challenging experiences. For many mothers, it comes with a moment of overwhelming joy, but also period of intense anxiety. Today, we are going to look into why motherhood is full of anxiety, what are the common triggers of it, what are the signs and the symptoms of it, and how do we handle all those things in motherhood, and when do we need support. These are the things that we are going to discuss on this topic, the anxiety of motherhood. You're welcome. Maternal anxiety is referred to excess worries, fear, or unease, experienced by a mother and relate to their child's health, their child's safety or well-being or total well-being of that child, the ability for the mother to parent effectively, to be a perfect parent effectively. What are the signs of this maternal anxiety? When we talk about maternal anxiety, we are going into constant worry. Even if whatever happened at that situation is just a minor thing, we worry so much. Why would this happen? What triggers it? And so on and so forth. We have difficulty sleep. Even when the child is asleep, the mother finds it so difficult to sleep. We want to go and peep if the child is breathing or not. I know you understand that, you have experienced that. You want to check if the child is running temperature. You want to check the position the child is sleeping. We start feeling so overwhelmed. The physical symptom is you also having headache because you're not sleeping. You have rational heartbeat because you're thinking so much. Even you have muscle tensions. These are the signs and many more that tells you, hey, it's time to mellow down with it. What are the common triggers in this situation? We have the transition of parenthood, to adjusting to a new responsibilities. For instance, you are a single person, you are married, you don't have any child. All of a sudden, boom, you have a child, a full-grown human being you will have to take care of. These are that transition from being single, doing your own thing, caring for yourself, then you have to cater for somebody else. You don't have that me time again. This also can be a common trigger of this problem. Fear of making mistakes. We don't want to make mistakes. We just want to be perfect, very perfect mothers. We don't want to make mistakes with our children, but we forget that mistakes are being made because we are all humans. We also learn from our mistakes. Social pressure is another thing, and comparing, with other parents. You are comparing your child with other children. You're comparing your parental method with another family's parental method or another mother's parental method. These are the very, very not good, because children grows differently and they behave differently. At each stage in their lives, they are bound to develop differently. We have to understand that and just have peace with it. Another thing is postpartum hormone changes. These are the things that also triggers all these are the common triggers of this maternal anxiety or motherhood anxiety. So when we talk about all this motherhood anxiety, we want to know what are the causes of this motherhood anxieties. Number one is the biological factors like hormonal changes during pregnancy and postpartum. You are all of a sudden all your hormones are changing. Carrying a human being for complete 9 good months, your taste bud is changed, your shape is changed, everything about you loses your hair, everything about you is changed. This also, we call it biological aspect of it. Lack of sleep also causes feelings of stress. We also have the psychological factors. Psychological factors are especially the fear of the unknown, especially for the first mom, the fear of perfection, the high expectation of somebody or someone. You want to make sure you don't make mistakes. The fear of unknown, you have a lot, 101 ideas in your head, imaginations on your head. So all these fears can also lead to psychological disorder or psychological imbalance and anxiety. We have the social factors. The social factors comes with the family. They want to tell you, family, friends, even social media. Everybody is giving you information from left to right and center. You are swallowing many information at the same time, and you're digesting them. Some of them don't even work for your child because your child is a unique human being The other children are also unique, and what works for A might not work for B. Because it's not working for you, now you think your child has a problem, or you think your child is not doing well. These are the things that are factors that weighs us down. And another thing is lack of support, or you feel isolated, especially mothers that don't have their families around. Because we are talking about motherhood anxiety, we also forgot that these anxieties it plays on two ways. It's plays on the role of the mother and also the role of the child. A happy mother produces a healthy child. So if a mother is totally burnt out, the mother experiences all these things. It might get down to chronic stress, but we don't know about it. Chronic stress leads to burnout, physical health problem, postpartum depression. It is real. Some mothers find it very difficult to sleep at night. Many of them are out of shape because of childbirth, and they are also experience hormonal imbalance and so on and so forth after childbearing. So in the aspect of the child, the maternal anxiety can affect a child's emotional development if left unaddressed. When the mother is burnt out, she reduces the effort putting in caring of the child, which will in later on affect the emotions of the child if not well addressed. Sometimes some mothers abandon their children because they cannot deal with it, and their child ends up growing with that kind of life or that kind of experience that the mother rejected them. So these are some strategies we use to manage the anxiety. Number one is practicing self-compassion. Self-compassion, you have to remind ourselves that there are nothing like a perfect mother. No mother has it 100% left, right, and center. In life, if you are in one hand, your other hand you are losing. Everybody has loopholes, so your ability to know your loophole, know how to handle it is better for you no matter what. So we know that we will learn from our mistakes, and we will also work with it. We have to celebrate our victory. Every little milestone in our lives, we have to celebrate it. We are not in competition with anybody. If our child is going at its own pace in life, it is cool. It is wonderful. The child is alive. Okay? We should stop, comparing children from one child, your child from one child to another. This also can create unnecessary stress to the mother. Another thing is also building a support system. You build a support system, maybe a small group of mothers, connect with some friends and families, not necessarily discussing about children or whatever. Even when discussed about children or their milestone, be able to tell 1 or 2 things you've learned, and you don't have to digest it. And when you practice it, if it is not working in your child, don't even take it that your child is sick or anything. Just take it that every child is unique and develops differently. We also have to practice self-care. That's me time. It's very important that we practice it. Take off time for yourself, no matter how little it is. Just try take off time to relax yourself, relax your brain. Try as much as possible to learn stress reduction. Know that unnecessary things that triggers you should stop. You should try and know the unnecessary things that triggers you. Those things you have to eliminate it from your system, because we don't learn once. Seek professional care. If you think that anxiety has become unmanageable, consult a therapist or counselor. Joining parenting class or workshop can also help you build your confidence again. Another thing, for many women, many women loses their self-worth or their self-confidence after childbearing, because if especially that physique aspect of it, when you go on and you see mothers that also are in the same shape as you are because you gave birth to children, they will tell you their own experiences, and you also learn from it. Like I said, learning from it means that you take what concerns you and leave what cannot work for you. When do you need to seek help? It is normal to feel anxious sometimes, but professional help is necessary. If anxiety interferes with daily life, if you cannot go again, it is here on your daily life, then you need help. You feel persistent overwhelmed, or you just been hopeless, you know now you need help. You notice symptom or signs of postpartum depression, such as persistent sadness or loss of interest in activities, please seek a professional care because it will affect your child. Motherhood is a journey filled with highs and lows. Experiencing anxiety doesn't make you a bad mother, it makes you a human being. By understanding your triggers, practicing your self compassion, reaching out to people that can help you, you can navigate anxiety and enjoy your motherhood more fully. Taking care of yourself is the best thing you can do for yourself and for your child. And thank you so much for watching and being with me on this episode of parental or motherhood anxiety. Till we meet again. Bye bye. Ciao.